Hey, what's up, Avid? Our names are Nalani and Serena. We're gonna have some fun today. Wake up in the same old place, thinking, what face shall I wear today? Picking out the things you'll say from a never-ending list. You say on replay, take me away. I can't go on. You'd rather complain than stand up for anyone, but to go one alone, you wanna be forever young. Maybe you should change your age. Hey, how can I rephrase? You talk more to my back than to my face. It's all the same. The next day you undo the screws in my brain and replace it with a board game. She's in the train, but I'll stop the track. Don't need another person breathing down my neck. Get me out of this town before I'm trapped. Got one life to live, better change it fast now. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away. Let me get away. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away now. What? You see me down like an artifact. You judge without knowing where I'm at. So people thought the world was flat, but that don't mean a theory's a fact. I'm so sick of that. You don't know me. Look in the mirror and you'll see what I see. I don't know how to make sense of it all, but before you know it, I'll break through the walls of my palace. Call me Alice. Nobody understands. If you need me, I'll be looking for another wonderland. I still got a whole world to discover. Keep my mind something to write, and that's my bread and butter. Hey, write a song. Hey, I move along. Hey, read the words on the page before they blow away. Cause there ain't no need to overthink. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away. Let me get away. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away now. What? We'll break it down now. Well, I've been trying to keep it positive, but somehow you keep stopping it. Don't think that's the way it's supposed to be. If you think I need to compete or feed your heart a beat, well, I don't think so. Every time I turn around, I'm in the same place. It feels I'm slowly going insane, like a burning house without an escape. Guess we all gotta find our own way. So don't try to change for the sake of change. Keep singing your song your own way. If somebody don't like it, then walk away. Don't care anymore what they all say. Next time you come across us and can't remember our names, we'll make it real easy. Why don't you call us the yin yang? Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away. Let me get away. Hey, just let me get away. Just let me get away now. What? Oh, skidaboo-boo-boo. What? Oh. Ooh. What? Ba-dum-bum.
So please, let's hear it again for Nalani and Sabrina. Or Serena, sorry.
Nice.
We were laughing this morning because we kept doing their names wrong as a joke yesterday. Now it's in my head. Anyway, thanks,
Fantastic.
ladies.
That sounded
Great
awesome.
to have you.
Thank you so much.
Way to kick off live. Let's hear it again.
Yeah.
What a way to kick off Live Connect. So, yes, great. So thanks again so much, Nalani and Serena. That was amazing. We can't wait to hear more from them a little later today. So you're going to get a chance to hear them again. So hello, Nashville, and welcome to everyone watching from around the globe to our broadcast streaming live on Avid Link, on avid.com, and all of our social media channels. We're thrilled to be here with you. My name is Jeff Rosica. I'm CEO and president of Avid, and here with me is our Chief Product Officer, Dana Ruzica.
Hello, everybody.
All right, good.
Nice.
Good to see you. So we're pretty excited to be here from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Really great. We're coming to you live from the Johnson Center at Belmont University.
I got to tell you, this building is just amazing. It's like 120,000 square feet of just pure awesomeness.
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing. It's really
awesome.
a great school. So Avid is proud to play a role in the educational and creative journey that these Belmont students are taking part in. Now, we couldn't think of a better place to do Avid Connect Live from this location. I do want to thank, and all of our team at Avid, want to thank everyone at Belmont, from the staff to the faculty to all of the student body who have made us feel so welcome this week. It's really been fantastic. Now, over the next 2 days, we have so much to share with you, including some amazing new products that we hope will allow you to deliver your best work. Connect Live is all about you, the creators, the music makers, the ones who are using our tools to make the incredible music and audio that we love and share with each other. At Avid, we deeply care about the pro audio community and the music community, and we want you to know we're listening to you, we're innovating for you, and we'll always be there for you. And I think even today's announcement will show a little bit of proof of that. So Dana, I remember back in April at the Avid Connect event in Las Vegas, you teased about what was going to happen this summer. You said it was going to be a hot summer of audio.
I did.
So it is a hot summer. Nashville is 95 degrees, and I think 70% humidity, so it's quite hot. So hopefully, though, there'll be some good audio here, too, today.
There's some good audio, too. That's
good.
right. Thanks, Jeff. So let's jump into this. So this is really, really exciting stuff. So back in April, I stood on the stage in Las Vegas at our Connect event with Greg Chin and really promised that this summer is going to be all about audio. And I got to tell you, we're not going to disappoint. So our team back in the labs working in engineering has been innovating like crazy for all of you. And the products we'll be unveiling here really are just the tip of the iceberg for what we have going on here. So whether you're an up-and-coming artist, working in a facility doing music recording or audio post-production, or you're at the top of your craft and the top of the industry, we have something for you. So very, very exciting stuff here. So what we're showing here in conjunction with Summer NAMM is really, truly just the beginning. There's an innovation wave that's really hitting here that will continue all year long, starting here at Summer NAMM, going right through AES in the fall, Winter NAMM, and then Connect and beyond. So you're going to love what we have lined up here for you. Now, speaking of lineups, we have some amazing panels and fantastic breakout sessions really lined up here this week.
Yeah, really great. In fact, even the ladies we just saw, they're going to be participating here.
It's really awesome.
It's going to be great.
So if you drill in, so we're going to be doing sessions on things like deep diving on Dolby Atmos, how that works, really looking at producing and engineering songs, mixing techniques. We'll have sessions on recording your own demo, doing live recording tech for live gigs, studio session recording, so tons of really, really great information. So you got to check it all out. And one of the things I wanted to say is we're really honored to have, and grateful really to have so many special guests with us here this week helping us do this. So we have some of the best and the brightest in the industry helping us put on these sessions, these panels. So you're going to learn a lot. It's going to be awesome.
I think so. It's great.
Okay, so
let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's kick this thing off.
I think we should. So at this time, I want to turn things over to our host for Connect Live. No, it's not Dana and Jeff. We get to leave. We got the easy job here. But I'd like to bring up Avid audio evangelist and a recording artist, producer, and DJ in his own right, Mr. Greg Strike Chin. Greg?
Morning, everybody. Dana, thank
man.
you. Jeff, thank you
Good to
so
see
much.
you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, here's
My
the
fault.
backup in case you
We'll
need it.
take that one too. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Guys, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Look at you guys. Good morning, Nashville. Really, 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 really amazing to be here in Nashville. I spent a lot of time here in my career as a DJ, as a producer, also as an Avid employee, celebrating now 13 years. So it's really amazing to be back here in Nashville. I love spending time here. Again, thank you to Jeff and Dana, and also thank you to Nalani and Serena. We're going to see more of them later. And of course, I wanted to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody streaming live on Avid Link and on Avid.com. So we're really, really excited to be here. I've been saying excited. That's kind of my catchword. So what's going to be happening over the next couple of days? This is all about you guys here in the audience. I'm looking out and see some really amazing smiling faces. And you guys are all creators. You guys all make music. You produce music. You record it. You track it. You buy it. You consume it. And this is what we're about here at Avid. And we're really, really incredibly proud of what we're able to do. We're proud to be a part of your journey. And over the next 2 days, we want to celebrate that. So we're going to spend this morning for the next hour or so going through a couple of things. We'll get to that in a second. What I wanted to do first is do a little bit of housekeeping and just let you know kind of what the cadence of the next couple of days looks like. So Dana and Jeff mentioned we've got some really great panels and breakouts and trainings going on. Well, what does that all look like, and where's that going to be? So here in the large theater here at Belmont, again, thank you Belmont for hosting us, for having us here. We're going to be doing all the panels and breakouts. So panels and breakouts will also be streamed live on Avid Link and on Avid.com. The schedule for that is posted on our website, and of course, if you're here on site. You can get the schedule. We'll be posting it here on the video screen, in between each panel and session, but also you can grab a copy of it. We've got it posted right out there in the front lobby. Of course, you can also check Avid link or check your phone on the Avid site. The panels, we've got some really amazing talent lined up. The idea here is to engage with you guys and really talk through music workflow, artist journey. So, for instance, Nalani and Serena, they're going to be talking a little bit about how they got started, what their musical journey kind of looks like. Of course, we've got our friends at Dolby. We're in an amazing Dolby Atmos enabled room, just really, really cool. So we've got folks, we've got Carrie Thomas from Dolby, Colin Helt, who's a mixer. They're going to be talking about Dolby Atmos, specifically what that means for music. So we're very familiar with what it means for, post and film, but there's some really great stuff happening on the music front as well. So panels, some really amazing talent, but we've also got some really amazing talent for our session and our breakout sessions. So breakout sessions are a little bit more deep dive. We've got a really amazing Pro Tools Ultimate rig. We've got HDX, our Matrix. We've got some really great stuff happening over here. So we've got sessions that are going to be happening usually right after, or a few minutes after the panels. Some of those artists will stay back and maybe bring up some of their production partners, and they'll be walking us through some of their workflow, some of their favorite things that they like to do in Pro Tools. Again, using that rig over here, and we'll be able to do some Q&A as well. So that's going to be right here in the large theater. Over in in the smaller theater, right across from here, we've got some demos that we're going to be doing. Those are scheduled. So if once we kind of show you what's happening, if you want to get your hands on some of that stuff, make sure you sign up and get some time in there. Upstairs on the third floor, we've got our training sessions. Now those are at capacity right now, but if you get lucky, you might be able to maybe sneak into one or two of them, and that's in room 308. Now those are not being streamed. Those are happening just right there in the training room. And of course, our friends over at Summer NAMM, we're really excited. We've got some really great talent playing over on the Summer NAMM stage from the School of Rock. So we're really excited about that. So just a lot of great stuff happening. And of course, there's a lot of parties and everyone's eating barbecue. I can see it. I can smell it. So we're really excited. So that's kind of what's happening over the course of the next couple of days. So, again, the main reason we're here is to, we really wanted to take this opportunity first to say thank you. We are privileged to be a part of your musical journey. But, and it's important, I think, to let you guys know that here at Avid, we're also creators. Many of us, most of us that work here, we are just as passionate as you are. We're making music. I'm an electronic music producer myself. I'm a DJ. You're going to be seeing and meeting some of us here. Hopefully you'll come up. We don't bite, so please do come up and say hi to us and get to know us a little bit better. And I think it's important that you guys know that the folks that are back there tooling all the stuff that you use, your Pro Tools, your artist mixes, all of that stuff, we're making music as well, and we're making the tools that we want to use as well. So I wanted to give you a quick look at what that kind of looks like. So take a quick look at this video right here.
Hey everybody, Dana here from Avid, and when I'm not at work, you can find me down here rocking out in my home studio called the Londonderry Underground. Check it out.
Awesome. Awesome. Extremely humbling. And by the way, Dana has promised that we can track as much as we need to in his studio. So you're tracking drums on my next album. So yeah, we're very passionate. We love what we do. And again, we are extremely honored and privileged to be able to be a part of your musical journey. So there's someone you didn't see in the video. I mean, that's just a very small section of some of the folks that work here at Avid. And that, by the way, that was actually across the globe. We've had folks from Tokyo in there, Melbourne, the UK, here in the US, from all parts of the organization, sales, marketing, pre-sales, so again, we love what we do, and we love that we get to do that for you. Now, what I'd like to do is get into that a little bit more. Someone who is a very important part. I mean, everybody here at Avid is important, but this gentleman is someone I admire a great deal. He is the head of our product management for the audio team for Control Surfaces and Pro Tools, and he's also a really amazing producer and a musician. I got to hear him play piano last night at a studio here in town, and I was blown away. I'm a pianist myself, and I'm kind of reconsidering the fact that I call myself that. But please do help me welcome to the stage Mr. Francois Carrel. Francois. How are you, man?
So good to see you.
You too.
How's it going?
I'm doing great. I think I've got to go back and practice after hearing you play last night. It was really amazing.
Not bad.
So, what's been going on? I mean, other than being an amazing musician, you do a ton of stuff here with your team. What kind of tell me a little bit about what you've been up to.
Well, Greg, we've been kind of hard at work, like making new audio solutions, and we're going to show you some of those today.
Awesome, awesome. So you lead an incredibly talented, amazing team. You guys have a lot going on. Tell me a little bit about what the team's mission is.
So our focus is to create the best audio solutions we can make. And I have to say this comes with a very deep level of integration between our software components, hardware components, and control surfaces. Mm-hmm. And we have to kind of make all these things work seamlessly together while making sure they're reliable and perform really well.
Sure. So, obviously, Avid is considered to be a pretty big company. We've got a lot going on. By the way, we want to give a quick shout out to our video team who just launched Media Composer. We're here to really talk about audio, but let's not forget that there's some amazing stuff happening on the video side as well. So we congratulate the video team for launching Media Composer 2019, which is just absolutely amazing. So congrats to you guys. But tell us a little bit. Audio is very important here as well. And tell me a little bit more about your role and what you're responsible for.
Totally. So audio is a really huge part of Avid. And it's not just the products that I'm responsible for. So I'm responsible for Pro Tools software, our studio hardware, and our control surfaces. But we also have a really compelling line of live sound products, the Venue S6L portfolio, and also very compelling music notation software with Sibelius.
Sure, that's excellent. So, we mentioned you are head of this team that we keep talking about. Tell us a little bit about the team and working with them.
Yeah, first of all, I'm super grateful to be a part of this team. What's the most gratifying thing for me is to go to work every day with a bunch of people that first, they both create the tools and they use the tools, and they really want to make them the best they can be. And when you strike that balance, there's really something magical. And also, it's not just people here in America doing stuff. It's people around the world. And our development team is all over the place. Mm-hmm. So kind of the development hub we're in Berkeley, California. That's where I sit. We also have people in the Silicon Valley, in Santa Clara. We have folks in our headquarters in Burlington that are dedicated to audio. And then folks in London, in Montreal. We have big development teams in Eastern Europe, in Poland and Ukraine. And also we just brought back our manufacturing back to North America, so we're really proud about that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And typical roles in our organization, to bring those things to you, we have product managers, the guys who really conceptualize what the products are going to be, what the user interaction is going to be. And then you get the people who really make it happen. The software engineers, the hardware engineers, and then all the folks who make sure that they actually work solidly and reliably, our quality assurance guys.
Well, we're very thankful to you and your team. So I know you don't like to play favorites, but anybody you want to give a special shout out to on the team?
Oh, it was really hard to pick someone, really, because I'd like to give a shout out to everybody. But I picked someone. I want to give a shout out to Judy in our Berkeley office, because she's amazing. She's our guardian angel. She keeps us sane. She helps us out every day. So Judy, if you're watching, a big shout out to you.
Hi, Judy. Yeah, She is amazing. Even if you don't, even if you're not in the Berkeley office, there's so much that we do across the globe. And I've had the honor of and opportunity to work with Judy, and she's amazing. So thanks, Judy. So yeah, I mentioned when I brought you out that you're a producer and a musician yourself. So that's a big thing here. That's a big important thing here. How does that inform your role as lead of this team?
Well, I think I'm a user first. I started tinkering with computer music back in the mid-90s, and I was lucky enough after college to get a job at DigiDesign, the original makers of Pro Tools. And that's where my Pro Tools journey began, and I've never looked back. What I guess what I can tell you is that I am personally and very emotionally and personally vested into making these products the best they can possibly be. I use Pro Tools almost every day. I mean, I try, and I enjoy creating music with Pro Tools immensely.
Awesome. So there's one quick thing I wanted to add to that. when I first came to DigiDesign, you were one of the first people I met at the Daly City office, and there was just a small string of people that as I started meeting them, I was very nervous about coming to work in this kind of an environment. I just signed a major record deal, and that's what I was really doing. And you have been a really big part of my journey here and my career, and a few folks I'm seeing out here as well. But thank you, so much for being here and for doing what you do. Now, you've given us some great insight, and I think right now everyone in the room, they're looking at us, but they're not really looking at us. They're kind of looking over to the sides here, and I'm sure everybody streaming on Avid Link and on the web are kind of figuring out, trying to figure out what's going on. So, would you like to kind of share with us what's hiding under these silk cloths?
Yeah, they're like all thinking, when are they going to stop talking
just
about
shut
themselves?
Up and go.
Right, so let's cut to the chase. We have really, really cool things to share with you guys today. So let's start over here. So I'm really, really excited to show you this one. This is our new professional control surfaces, the Avid S4. Ooh.
Wow.
Yep. So as you can see, this kind of looks maybe a little familiar to some of you. The Avid S6 that's in a lot of really beautiful studios in Hollywood and all around the world have massive S6 consoles. And this S4 console borrows a lot of the aesthetics, the design concepts, and also the capability of S6, but in a much more compact format. So this will find its home in a lot of music studios and also in smaller audio post facility. What's really amazing about this is that folks who are now used to using S6 in a lot of professional situations can sit at this desk and immediately work. There's nothing else, nothing new to learn. You're bringing these industry standard mixing workflows to a much more compact package.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the fact that this is, this module side is raked, a lot nice, easy to see.
Yeah, it's excellent
Beautiful.
ergonomics with that.
Beautiful.
So one thing about Avid control surfaces as well is that they're built on something called Yukon. And Yukon is very compelling technologies that allows us to basically make our control surfaces a physical extension of the software you're using. It feels, it acts, it really reacts like a physical part of your setup, of your software. And also what's interesting about it is that it's not only Pro Tools. You can actually control other digital audio workstations with this, like Logic Pro or Nuendo or others.
It's the beauty of Yukon. Nice.
But when you come to using Pro Tools Ultimate, then this becomes one of the most efficient and one of the most capable Dolby Atmos mixing systems in the world.
That's beautiful. So we're done here. We can just go ahead and take this, put it in the truck, and drive it to Miami.
Not
to
in
my
your
studio.
truck.
No, not in mine. But I'll take
Right.
it. So, but we've got something else that you wanted to share with us?
Yeah, there's
All right,
something else
well,
over there.
Let's go check it out.
Well, this is particularly dear to my heart, and this is going to make its way to my personal studio as soon as I possibly get one. And I think I have connections. I might be able to. I might be able to get one.
I think so.
So I'm very proud and excited to introduce the new Avid S1.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. So this is really allows you to mix big in absolutely any room, any space. You have all the physical controls that you need to control not only just your mixing, but pretty much your entire setup. You see high-quality faders, knobs, scribble trips for some visual feedback. And then when it comes to having even more visual feedback and additional control capabilities, you run the Avid Control app on either an iOS or Android device. And this gives you, full-blown metering, your EQ graphs, etc. And look at that, it's gorgeous. I absolutely love this.
That's great.
Another thing about, we were just talking about Yukon. So just like S4, just like S6, this is powered by Yukon. So this can control Pro Tools, can even control Media Composer and other video applications, and also other DAWs. And then when it comes to its industrial design, you might have noticed that it looks kind of like our Pro Tools dock, if you guys are familiar with that. So you can pair this with the Pro Tools dock that has more sort of editing capabilities, transport control, etc. And what's really neat about this as well is it grows with you. And it grows with your space, it grows with your needs. You can add more units, all the way up to 4 units, so 32 faders total, to get like a really powerful console in your own personal space.
Wow. So I can't wait to do that. Yes, actually, these are magnets on the side. So
yeah, they're really clipped together with magnets, which is really
if
cool.
You need to move them around a little bit, just enough pressure to keep them there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Man, Francois,
Exactly.
what do you guys think? Pretty cool.
Awesome.
Let's move back to the center. So yeah, we'll put that one in the back of the truck too and take it home. So I cannot wait. Now I've got to pick which one I want in my studio, maybe both. I'll talk to you about that later, Francois. You can maybe hook me up.
I can hook you up.
So I think it's important to know, you guys here, all of you, Jeff and Dana mentioned, we're listening. We have been listening. We've been doing it through the ACA. We've been doing it in a few other ways, ACA being a big one. But your voice is a big part of what went into these control surfaces. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Francois?
I think it's easy sometimes to think, oh, Avid is this big company based in the U.S. and they're doing their thing, but it couldn't be further from the truth. Like you've got obviously my people in product management are all spending times with customers all the time and getting feedback. We got Avid Link where people are suggesting new features for Pro Tools, and we got the ACA, which is a really fantastically compelling vehicle for us to interact more closely with our user base and really get their feedback in. So this is only the beginning of some of these things really are informed completely by user feedback, and there's more coming.
Awesome. Well, Francois. Thank you. Don't leave us right
Awesome.
Quite yet. So fast forward a little bit. These are now out. You've got your S4. You've got a couple of S1s in the dock. You've been creating and making some incredible music in your home studio or your facility or whatever it might be, wherever it might be. And now you've got this music and you're ready to share it with the world. So typically, here at Avid, we're known for being that part of your journey in the studio, kind of creating. We want to take it a step further. So now you've got your music. This now leads us to our next innovation. And Francois, you just mentioned Avid Link. How many of you here in the room use Avid Link? Show of hands. It's like quite a bit of you. So actually, you're part of 250,000 or more now users that are a part of the Avid Link community. So that's really been a really great way for users to meet folks, meet each other, collaborate, start working on music, sharing music and getting your portfolio out there. And that's been really, really great. We're super proud of that. But now, starting right now, you can actually now distribute your music to the world's most popular streaming platforms using what we call our new Avid Play distribution service, and it's built right into Avid Link. Take a look at this. Awesome. We're really super proud of that. Congrats to the team. I know some of them are here today, so congrats on the launch of this. I actually have started putting some of my back catalog, my unreleased back catalog, up for streaming through the service, and it's been working great. I've already found some of it, so I expect the cents and the dollars to start rolling in any time now. So again, like as you saw in the video with Avid Play, artists, producers, even labels are able to and easily get music up and streaming to those most powerful and popular platforms. You've got Google Play, YouTube, Pandora, Spotify, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, there's a huge list. So make sure you check that out. Again, that launches today. And remember, you as the artist keep 100% of your rights and earnings. And all you need to do is write an Avid link. Just go to the marketplace. The plans, the distribution plans start at $4.99. Really great deal. So remember, again, that's happening right now today. So that's Avid Play. And Francois, I mean, let's get the elephant in the room. When are these bad boys going to be available?
Well, very soon, Greg. We're going to be shipping those later in the year. And I strongly encourage everyone to go to avid.com, keep an eye on there, sign up for updates so that you know when it's actually shipping and you can get yours.
Beautiful. So is that it? Is that it for us?
No, I have one more thing. It's a very Apple thing to do, like one more thing. Do you happen to use Heat on your Pro Tools mixes?
You know I do, Francois. I love Heat. If you're not familiar with what Heat is, do we have any Heat users in the room? All right, yeah, there's a bunch. So for those of you who might not be familiar with it, it's a really great built-in option for the Pro Tools mixer. It's a separate purchase. And basically what it does, it's created by Dave Hill, really allows you to have some very sophisticated analog emulation. Really, helps to give some color to Pro Tools, some texture to Pro Tools. So really, being able to, the ability to have your mixes sound a bit warmer, brighter, if you want to, but really does a great job of warming those mixes up. And it's really just kind of like having a vintage analog console right at your fingertip, very easy to dial in without having to really mess or futz about with a plugin. And it just really sounds amazing. I use it all the time.
Yeah, totally. It's one of those secret weapons. Of that top mixers uses. Like if you meet some of those guys and like Heat is always on.
Sure, I recommend it to everybody.
The Heat is always on. That was really bad. I apologize for that one. But I'm really delighted to announce that in only a matter of weeks, probably 2 to 3 weeks, Heat will be included in all Pro Tools and Pro Tools Ultimate subscriptions at no extra cost.
Wow! So Heat is becoming integrated as part. Wow, that's amazing.
That's right.
Thank you, Francois. That's amazing. Now I see this little gleam in your eye, and I don't think it's the lights. I think you have something else you want to share.
Yeah, actually I do. There's just one more little thing. You know how Pro Tools Ultimate comes with our complete plugin bundle?
Sure.
It's 114 plugins, basically everything that we have in our catalog. Mm-hmm. And it's a collection of really compelling virtual instruments, EQ and dynamics processors, really great channel strips, weird things, a bunch of guitar pedals. So it's a very compelling array of plugins.
I like those weird things.
Well, I'm really happy to announce that we are now going to include the complete plugin bundle for all Pro Tools subscribers.
Wow. Amazing. This is what happens when you fly Francois to Nashville. He gets in a very giving mode. We're gonna have to do this.
I start giving stuff away.
We have to do this more often.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
I would really, if you're not on the subscription bandwagon, now's the time. You can subscribe today, and those will automatically appear when they become available to you.
Beautiful, Francois. Thank you. So, as you can see, Dana was not kidding. When he said that we've been innovating for the community, it's happening, guys, and we're just at the tip of the iceberg. So these products are really, really exciting, but there's a ton more coming, a ton more in the pipeline. So, there's more coming. We've had a bunch of stuff happening for Pro Tools, for Sibelius, and stay tuned. There is absolutely more coming. S1 and S4, as Francois said, we'll be announcing release dates for those. So stay tuned. We are just getting started, and we are again so excited about what's to come. But let's take a quick kind of a recap video of the surfaces, and then we'll come back and we'll do some more.
Right on. Pro Tools is very pervasive in the audio industry. You go to a famous recording studio, you see a Pro Tools rig somewhere. You go to a post-production facility doing sound for a blockbuster film. There's usually an S6 console and Pro Tools rigs as well doing that work. And then obviously there are literally hundreds of thousands of people who use Pro Tools every day at home, making their own music or doing some audio work of some kind. So what's really exciting to us this year is bringing up some of these expansive workflows that are being used by professionals around the world and starting to trickle them down to new categories of users. S4 is a new addition to our control surface line. It takes a lot of its design cues and functionality aspects from S6. S6 is a very ubiquitous control surface in larger studios.
This is for the TV mixer, the music producer, who wants the power of S6, but in a smaller, more affordable package. Most of the top-line mixers are fluent with S6s and can move between different studios, and the requirement is an S6, and that's the standard. The workflow is the same as an S6, so you can move between the two different surfaces and not have to learn a new console.
So I see S4 finding a place in more and more commercial music mixing facilities, where it could be either the centerpiece of the studio, or it could be a really nice complement to an existing analog setup. So S1 is a new control surface from Avid. It's an 8-fader unit, features motorized faders, also a number of knobs and encoders, and a neat little slot to put a tablet where our Pro Tools control app will be running, giving you some visual feedback, some additional control, and all of your metering. The cohesion between the app, the faders in front of you, and Pro Tools is pretty mind-blowing.
The Avid S1 improves on the already brilliant Artist Mix. It adds many features the Artist Mix does not have. The S1 enables a new meter screen on the control app that mimics the S6. It provides high-resolution meters, automation feedback, EQ graphs, dyne graphs, pan graphs, just like the S6.
All of our control surfaces today are Yukon control surfaces. They're not only capable of driving Pro Tools, but they can drive other DAWs out there, and many video applications as well. One thing that is really dear to our heart is to create really smart workflows with our hardware. We don't want to give you a dumb box that's just there to pass audio in and out of the computer. That's not the point. We want to bring you tools that smartly interact with Pro Tools to give you the best workflow possible. Being a musician and a producer myself, I know the kind of things that technologies enable our users to do. And I can't wait to see what our users do with our new products.
Awesome. Very cool. So in that video, you saw Francois, double Francois, but we've also got our product manager for the units in house. So Mr. Eddie Jones, please stand up and take a bow. Thank you. Very hard at work. Appreciate everything you do, Eddie. Thank you. So let's see. What I wanted to do right now is kind of pivot a little bit and give you guys an example, of what you can expect over the next couple of days for some of our panels. So I'm going to ask Francois to join me here. We've got our lovely panel seating, but we've got some of the guests from some of the other panels over the course of the next couple of days, and I'd like to bring a couple of folks up and just kind of do a quick little roundup, if you will. So we've got Francois from Avid. So on tomorrow, our last panel is going to be what we call our Get to Know Avid panel. And we're going to have a few folks. We'll have Francois there. We'll have Dana and Jeff will come back. We've got a couple of our product specialists, Jeff Komar, Robert Miller will be with us. So, I'm going to have Francois right now kind of represent them. But I'd also like to call up to the stage a couple of the folks. So we've got a Dolby panel today, a Dolby Atmos panel, and we've also got a breakout. So I'd like to call up to the stage Mr. Kerry Thomas from Dolby Music. How are you, Kerry? Come on up, have a seat. And please welcome back to the stage. We're going to spend the morning and some of the afternoon with them. They kicked us off. Please welcome back to the stage, Nalani and Serena. Welcome. Have a seat, guys. So, this is going to be pretty informal. The idea here is, over the next couple of days, you guys know what you guys know what you're going to be doing. I'm going to figure it out as I go along. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect. What it is you want to kind of, when you're engaging with the audience, whether here in the room or streaming live. What is it, in your panel, for instance, Nalani and Serena, a little bit about your journey. What is it you hope to convey?
Well, as artists, we like to create, and that's our job. But we feel it's very important to be as educated as you can when you want to put your creation into a sound format. So we're going to be talking a little bit of our creative side, but then how it transforms into the final product.
Awesome. Now, are we going to get to hear a little bit about, you guys fighting as sisters?
There may be a cage fight in the middle.
There might be one here. Awesome. So, Carrie, thank you for being here. We have really enjoyed at Avid with Dolby a really amazing partnership. We love the fact that Dolby Atmos is just really taken off. We know that there's a lot happening on the music side. You and I have been talking about some of my projects and what we hope to do there. You're covering a panel and also a breakout. What can we expect a little bit from both? Tell us, but from the panel and from the session, the breakout session.
Sure. So from the panel this afternoon, I think that we're going to get a bit of information about what's happening with Dolby Atmos for music. Most people are familiar with Dolby Atmos for film and television. But the music project's been kind of a skunkworks thing going on inside of Dolby for a little while. But we've recently installed a number of studios here in town, as well as in locations around the world, and we're going to share a bit about what people might be able to see and hear going forward.
Okay, awesome. Francois, we've heard from you a little bit this morning. We're getting to know you a little bit better, and we're going to continue to get to know you even better tomorrow, along with the rest of some of the Avid folks on that panel. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow when you guys are all on stage here together? So we know we're going to get a cage match with Nalani and Serena. Right. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
I think it's it's really important that folks that use our stuff get to know us, and we're like them in many ways. We use the product, we care about them. And I'm looking forward to hearing stories from the guys about their love of music, of what they do in their career. I'm excited about it, and I like talking about myself, so that's going to be great.
We can just do that all day.
Yeah.
So, Carrie, you've been in town for quite a while. You've been here since last Monday, right?
Last Monday.
So you've got a lot of stuff going on. I know there was the event at Blackbird.
Yeah.
You've been very busy. Your role has transitioned. You're really doing Dolby music right now. Tell us a little bit about what that encapsulates and what that means for you.
Yeah, so my role is in content and studio enablement for Dolby Music. So about 6 weeks ago, John McBride called and said, "Hey, I want to do Dolby Atmos in the beautiful Massenburg designed room here at Blackbird Studios." And we went, "Great." When can we start? And we pulled off something pretty special with Avid's help in that room. It's a great sounding space, and we had the joy of David Leonard, who tracked Prince back in 1982 at Sunset Sound in Los Angeles, taking When Doves Cry and mixing it into Dolby Atmos.
Wow.
And it's really special to have an engineer of that caliber who is so familiar with the track because he was there in the room.
Right.
Create something that you previously haven't been able to hear in stereo. That's what Dolby Music allows. Is it allows you to explore a different dimension of sound, and I don't just mean the vertical axis. I mean it allows a true immersion in the character of what the artist was trying to capture in the room. So
beautiful. Well, we're all looking forward to hearing more in the panel. Obviously, we're going to hear some stuff in the breakout with you and Colin. Really looking forward to that. So, Nalani, Serena, is this your first time in Nashville?
No, we've done a couple shows here.
You played
before,
here, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are actually kind of on tour right now. You're leaving us after this. You guys are back on the road.
Yeah.
You're at a festival tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. What have you been up to? You're on the road. You're not writing so much right now. You're kind of playing
Yeah, I
gigs?
mean, we like to always write constantly, but yeah, not a little break yet. But we're going to finish out our summer tour, and then after that, we're going to take a little downtime to do some writing, a little experimenting. And it's important to take a break from the hustle and just get re-inspired.
Okay, I would like to learn how to do that, so probably what I'll do is I'm going to sit in the audience and just take notes. And
Okay,
teach me how to do that. So, speaking of taking breaks, at Avid we were working quite a lot. I mean, Francois, what does your downtime look like?
My downtime?
Yeah, I know. That's exactly
What
what I
downtime?
expected to get. Downtime.
The CEO's looking at me. I like to spend time with my family. I got 3 kids, including a brand new little one. And when I can, I spend time in the studio. I have a really nice little music setup at home, and I write. I compose music a lot. Mostly, I end up just playing with toys. I got new virtual instruments, things like that, and just end up just playing for hours at night. And yeah, that's what my downtime looks like. One of the most rewarding experience recently was we have this little thing going on at work where one of my guys instigated. It's called the 3 Sample Project, and he basically shares 3 samples that he curates every month, and they're weird, like weird mechanical noises, and we have to make a piece of music with them. So you can do whatever you want. They just have to be featured in your piece of music. And the first installment really inspired me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write a story, and I'm going to sing on it, and I'm going to do all this stuff. And then I asked my 11-year-old daughter to sing on it. And it was the first time that she was being recorded. And so she recorded her bit, and it sounded good. And then I mixed it, and I had her listen to it in the car. And she was like, Daddy, that's me?
That's awesome.
So it was really cool.
That's really awesome. So I know you play several instruments. I didn't know you played piano till last night, which was, I'm telling you, absolutely amazing. What other instruments do you play? You sing?
Yeah, I sing. I try and play bass, but that's pretty pathetic. And I'm a classically trained pianist, but I love playing guitar. That's definitely my inclination.
I've known you for 13 years. I always thought you were a guitarist, and that's what I I thought.
I'm not a good guitarist, but I like doing it.
You're clearly good at all of it. You play any instruments, Carrie?
I play a little. Piano, drums, bass, guitar,
a little,
trumpet.
Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, awesome. And well, obviously we know what you do. There's guitar and vocals. You guys do anything else?
Guitar.
You fake
We
guitar.
fake guitar. We're piano players first. I think it's
really?
a classical
Yeah.
piano
All right,
panel here.
we're good to go.
Yeah.
All
There you
right,
go.
we should start a mega piano group or something. No,
That's the cage match.
awesome. So I think we've got. Normally, I think we weren't originally going to do a little Q&A here, but I think we've got a little bit of time. And I think it might be a good idea to do some Q&A. And I'm sorry, I think I'm putting our show producer on the spot, Jeff Pugrin. But do anyone in the audience have any questions that they'd like to ask of anybody in the panel before they get into their actual panels? Because I can certainly keep going. I think we got one down here.
What's your favorite virtual instrument, Francois?
Oh, right now? It changes from day to day. But right now, it's the new Mellotron from Arturia. I love that.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. Any other questions?
Actually, well, the mic's here. This is Jeff. So, Nalani and Serena, what music really inspires you when you think about, what is that thing that's inspiring you in the work you're doing?
Well, we're huge fans of 60s soul music. We're big Stax Records fans. So Sam and Dave was a big inspiration for us. Otis Redding, The Greats, Stevie Wonder, Prince. But recently we've just been on a hiatus Coyote kick. But yeah, just anything that moves us.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to keep going here. I've got a couple more that I wanted to kind of ask. And since we've got, this is the first time, obviously not Francois, but you guys have seen the S1 and the S4, and now you've heard a little bit about Avid Play. Does that sound like we're on a pretty good path? What as musicians, all of you, but also as folks working in the industry, how does this resonate with you? Does it feel?
The S1 I want to take on the road. I think that is so innovative and cool, especially with the magnets. I've been seeing a lot of that in a lot of home studios, and I just think that's a really smart
piece of gear that a lot of people want. Especially since so many people have home studios now, and some spaces are smaller or bigger than others, and to have that ability to make it as big or as small as you want is great. And are those party favors? Like, does everyone go home with one?
Everybody look under your seat. There's nothing there.
You take that one, I'll take this one.
You will be provided with gift bags.
I mean, Carrie, it's, with obviously being with Dolby, we wanted to make sure that the ability to mix Atmos is there. So that's how that feel.
It's funny you said this is the first time that I've seen it. Well, I've been a member of the customer advisory boards and the ACA and been on the Products and Solutions Advisory Council. So I've been seeing these as they've been developing, and it's been really cool to see that you guys have been working so hard. In fact, I really like spending time with Eddie, and he hasn't been let out of the factory for what feels like 2 years now to actually get to spend time. The thought that's gone into it, the level of conversation that we've had has been truly special, and it's our partners with Dolby, have been great. So Netflix, I know, have been putting an awful lot of pressure on you guys for Atmos workflows, and you've really stepped up to that. So the integrated panner in Pro Tools, and obviously the visualization that you have on the S4, it's really special. And clearly you're thinking about music studios with the little elevation, because it's much easier to see.
Sure, absolutely.
So the form factor is great. I think that it's going to be a really special product for you, and I'd look forward to seeing them in all of my Atmos studios going forward.
Awesome. Yes, and we're super grateful for the partnership we've got with Dolby. So I've got one last question, and then we're going to let you guys go and relax. You guys we're going to be spending some more time with you guys. You guys can relax for a little bit. But one last question, since we're in Nashville, we're in Music City, right? Some of you, it's the first time here, but some of you are regulars here. What's your favorite thing to do, or what favorite thing you've seen or done in Nashville thus far? And we'll start with Francois, since this is only your second day.
Yeah, I just flew in last night, and we only did one thing, so it turned out to be my favorite thing as well. I feel like I'm going to spend the next few days kind of visiting studios. The studio we visited last night is super special to me, because it's not just a traditional recording studio, it's a writing studio. So you walk in there, and there are instruments everywhere, and they're just ready to go. You can just sit down. There's guitars, the drums are mic'd up, pianos, crazy Wurlitzers and synthesizers. And I just didn't want to leave. You wanted to leave to go to bed. I didn't.
I'm an old man. Yeah, I was tired, but it was an amazing. It was an amazing visit. But once you played, I was locked in. Carrie.
So I got to come to Nashville for the first time last December. So Universal bought the House of Blues, which is now Berry Hill Studios, and so I was coming back from. I think I was actually coming back from Abbey Road, which is always a special place to visit. But I landed in Nashville, and you hear about it being Music City. You step off the jetway here, and there's live music being played in all of the bars in the airport. And I went, this really is Music City. And, just, as you walk down Broadway, I describe it as walking down like an FM radio dial. There's great track after great track after great track, and they're all just crossfading into each other. And it's a magnificent place. Music really lives and breathes here. And,
Awesome.
And the bachelorette parties.
That's a special. I've got other stories about that.
So I guess for you guys, this was a bachelorette party? No, I didn't think so.
No,
what about you guys?
For me, it's two things. I'm sure you can echo this. The first thing was a couple times ago when we were here. We went down Music Row, which was fascinating for us because we're right near New York City, where it's all concrete and like super modern buildings. And the fact that most of these companies and these labels and publishing companies, that they were in these little houses, we're like, wow, that's where they work. That's awesome. And just the fact that it's way more homey and welcoming than just a bunch of concrete. And then the second one, I'm sure you know which one this is.
1, 2, 3.
Biscuits.
Food.
Same thing. The biscuits were basically went to Biscuit Love, and
Yeah, we're big foodies.
Biscuit love. All right, I'll need to get the address for that. Awesome. So, guys, thank you very much. There's a lot more to come. Please give a big hand to our roundup panel. Thank you, guys. And then we'll have you guys come over here. So there's a lot more to come, guys. Just a couple of little quick housekeeping notes. Again, sessions are happening, sessions and breakouts right in here. The next one will be, we've got Nalani and Serena, as well as Paul Sidoti. It's going to be really amazing, and we've got, you've got the entire schedule, so make sure you hang out here. If you wanted to get your hands on the S4 and the S1, we've got some slots available in the private demo room, so make sure you go and check that out and sign up for that. But please do hang out. Again, if you're interested in being in any of the trainings upstairs, again, those are at capacity, but you can always peek your head in and maybe do your best begging and pleading, and we'll see if we can we can get you in. So there's a lot happening, and of course, if you do make your way over to Summer NAMM, make sure you check out the stage. We've got some really great young talent, again from School of Rock happening there. And our street team, I think they're here now. I think I see some of them. I see some purple cowboy hats. They'll be out on the street. We'll be giving away Pro Tools. We'll be taking some video and really just making sure we spend as much time with all of you as possible out on the street as well. So guys, thank you very much. Before we let you go, I'd like to welcome Dana and Jeff back up to the stage to close us out.
So thanks, Greg, and been a great morning so far, kicking this off. We really appreciate everybody online and watching this around the world. I hope that those watching online really enjoyed it. Some great innovation. I will say it again. I would say the chutes are heavily loaded with our audio team and music teams on innovations coming. So I think it's going to be a pretty fun couple of years.
It's going to be
what
awesome.
we have coming to you. So really, really great. So much innovation already today, what we're seeing today, but I know more coming later this year.
Absolutely. New surfaces. We got loads of just new software features. And then the Avid Play and being able to get your tracks out there, I think is going to really, really change things up and be awesome for our customers and all the creatives out there that use our tools. And like Jeff said, we're really just getting started here. This is the beginning of a wave of innovation that starts here. You're going to see it go right through AES, Winter NAMM, and beyond. So we have so much coming. And everything you've seen here today is really because of our involvement with you, the creative community. And when you think about it, and this is really important, the products we introduced here and everything we're building are really a response to the direct feedback that we've gotten from all of you, right? The folks, the creatives that use our products every day to do what you do. And so one thing we want to give a shout out to here is if you want to get even more involved and have your voice heard even louder in how we shape our products and how we drive our product roadmap, we invite you really to join the Avid Customer Association.
Yeah, for sure. So, we're doing a lot of Connect Live events all year long with the Avid Customer Association. In fact, there is a sister event happening right now live in London. So, by the way, I forgot to say earlier, hello to London. There actually is an event connected live here with us. But it really is important that these events allow us to bring artists together and professionals together to really talk about what they're trying to do. And really, we help them in teaching new skills and sharing and really connecting. But one thing that's important to remember is that membership in the Avid Customer Association is free of charge. There is no cost whatsoever. It's free to everyone. It's open to everyone. It's not just Avid users. We want to hear from non-users. We want to get input from everybody in the community to make sure that we really can get everybody involved. We ask you to please get involved because we really do take it seriously, the input we get from these events. And so, but again, I really appreciate everyone joining us today and really appreciate the customer associations work with us. So, Greg, you want to close us out?
Sure. Give it up for Dana, Jeff. Thank you, guys. So, stay tuned, guys. There's a lot. How you guys feeling, by the way? Everybody feeling all right? It's not that early. Everyone's doing good. Everybody streaming, whether it's too early, I hope your coffee's brewing and everything's good. If it's late, I hope you've got a good nightcap or whatever it is you got going on there. Hope it's going well. But thank you, everyone here in the room and all around the world for joining us. There's a lot more happening. Stay tuned. And of course, keep your eyes on our social media. There's going to be a lot happening. I mentioned earlier, we're going to be giving away Pro Tools. There's a bunch of stuff happening there. And of course, we've got, as Dana and Jeff mentioned, we've got some really great exciting Connect events coming up throughout the year and beyond. So goodbye for now. Get hydrated, use the restroom, and come right back. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna continue having a great time. Hope everybody's good. Thank you, and bye for now.